Hello and welcome into Lausanne Arena in Lausanne, Switzerland for the 2025 FIBA U19 Basketball World Cup. Day 2 of play. My name is Craig Feda and I'll be with you for this Group D matchup between France and USA. We are so glad you can be with us wherever you're tuned in from around the world. This is a little bit different style of a broadcast than you might be used to. I'll be interacting live with those of you watching on our YouTube stream. I'll be responding to questions and comments, so it won't be hitting on every play on the floor. And if you do engage on the YouTube chat, we just ask that you keep it friendly and respectful, and we will all have a good time. Don't forget you can check us out on Facebook and Instagram and X at NextGenHoops and the official tournament website. When you share, comment, or like, use the hashtag FIBA U19. There you got to look at our officials for this game. Martin Bulic of Croatia, Alan dos Santos of Brazil, and Karim Baki of Turkey. And you can see the starting five for head coach Tommy Lloyd and Team USA, the captain Koa Pete, AJ DeBansa, Michael Brown Jr., Jordan Smith Jr., and Morez Johnson Jr. One change from the starting lineup yesterday. Daniel Jacobson was in the starting lineup. He will come off the bench today. Team USA yesterday defeated Australia by the score of 88-73. Australia hung around in that game for a while as we look at starting lineup for Team France and coach Rudy Nelom. It's going to be Talih Sulhak, the captain, Johan Sissoko, Mohamed Yakate, Noah Kwaku Egg, and Soren Brock. Rudy Nelom assisted by Francois Perronnet. And we should mention that Tommy Lloyd, assisted by Grant McCasland of Texas Tech and Micah Shrewsbury of Notre Dame. Comment in the chat already. There's 6 players from that U16 AmeriCup squad. Yeah, I had to dig out my old U16 roster because I did that tournament. And yeah, 6 players from Team USA. Koa Pete, Caleb Holt, AJ DeBansa, JJ Mandaquit, Brandon McCoy, and Tyron Stokes. So these guys have been together for a while. So it'll be interesting to see how these players continue to develop together at the national level. They will, of course, go their separate ways collegiately. Although a couple of the high school players on this squad may end up playing with some of the players at college. And then, of course, we expect to see a bunch of them in the NBA. While you're on the socials and you're on the FIBA YouTube live stream, go ahead and click that thumbs up for us. Give us a like for the broadcast. At 1,300. Our last game between Dominican Republic and Switzerland. And I know there's a lot of folks watching in the USA. So go ahead and hit that thumbs up for us. We're going to try to get over 2,000 likes on this game. And how great was that French national anthem, La Marseillaise? Every time you hear that song, it reminds me of the great scene in Casablanca in Rix. For my money, that's one of the very best scenes in movie history. Opening tip out of bounds, and it'll be France ball. Go ahead and drop a note in the chat where you're watching from. We'll try to give you a shout out during the game. Sure, we'll have plenty of viewers across the USA. We're so pleased that you could all be with us. Also pleased to see that so many fans have already signed up to become a FIBA YouTube member. Got 3 different tiers: rookie, starter, or MVP. Get exclusive content, members-only videos and photos, a dedicated Discord server, and lots of other cool perks. Become a FIBA YouTube member and be part of the growing community today. And if you've got any predictions for this game or any other game, go to the the U19 World Cup game predictor on the official FIBA U19 website for a chance to win great prizes. Three-pointer missed. That was Debansa on that attempt. AJ Debansa, a BYU commit. For my money, coming into this tournament, he was the favorite to win MVP. After one game, or rather one day, almost 2 full days now, there's been some pretty good performances out there. Debansa last night, 18 points, 3 rebounds, 2 assists against Australia. Johan Sissoko with the layup to give France the early 2-0 lead. At the other end, Debansa answers, and we are tied at 2. Jakite handing it off to Brock. Brock around Kwaku Egg. Shot clock down to 4. Three-pointer straight through by Talais Sulak. And it's a 5-2 lead for France. Sulak last night against Cameroon, 16 points, 4 assists, and 4 steals. Michael Brown with the travel. Chad checking in from Bloomington, Indiana. Thanks for saying hello. Another one from Las Vegas. Looking forward to the NBA Summer League. Hand off to Brock. Pulls up inside the right elbow. 3 on the way from the corner. Blocked by Jordan Smith Jr. Back outside to Brock for 3, short. Now here comes Jordan Smith, taking it up against a pair of French defenders. And Koa Pete hanging on the rim. That's going to be offensive, should be offensive basket interference, I would think. And it is France ball. We were checking in from South Africa as Sulak gets the right-hand layup. And France leading 7-2. That triple straight through by Michael Brown Jr. And it's 7-5. And those of you who have not watched Team USA historically, they tend to start slowly. So not much of a surprise that France has the early lead in this game. France also very talented. Their national team's going to be tough in years to come. 3 from the corner for Smith, that missed. Offensive rebound, first grabbed by Morez Johnson Jr. He couldn't corral it, and it goes out of bounds. Morez Johnson Jr., 2024 Illinois Mr. Basketball. Transferring to the University of Michigan after playing last season at Illinois. Morez Johnson from my neck of the woods, Riverdale, Illinois. Just a couple of minutes from where I grew up. Went to Thornton Township High School, one of my high school's great rivals. So it's good to see a local kid playing in this event. 13,000 people watching the live stream right now. 102 likes so far. If you haven't already, hit that thumbs up for us. If we could just get 10% of you to hit that like button, we will rocket past our goal. Trying to get 2,000 likes. We're trying to get 1,000 by the end of the first half, so just 10% of you hit that like button for us. Another block shot on a three-point attempt. This one by Morez Johnson. My goodness. Quick hands. Ryan says, greatest commentator on the FIBA YouTube channel right here. Thanks, Ryan. I appreciate that. Ryan is actually my mother disguised as Ryan. No, I'm kidding. Feather, one of our FIBA YouTube members, checking in from Lafayette, Indiana. I wonder if she's interested in watching Daniel Jacobson, who will be playing at Purdue, along with Omer Meyer on the Israeli team. Oilers going to be tough next year. Another block by Morez Johnson, but they call him for the foul after the nice dish by Talais Sulak. Yeah, definitely contact by the body, or rather with the body by Morez Johnson Jr. Checking in from the Caribbean, the Antilles. Rebound tipped out of bounds. That should be France ball. Temecula, California checking in. Bowling Green, Kentucky. Yeah, we're reading the comments, Purple Ghost. A little bit different style of broadcast here. We're trying to interact and engage with the fans as much as possible. Great defense by Daniel Jacobson. And then he rips that rebound out of there. Nice job by the 7'3" Purdue center. Brett's checking in from Louisville, Kentucky. Watching Michael Brown. St. Croix, Ireland. Not saying St. Croix is in Ireland. I meant St. Croix, comma, Ireland. Wouldn't mind being in St. Croix about now, although where I'm at in Illinois in the USA, it sure felt like the Caribbean the last couple of weeks. It's been hot. Another one checking in from the Netherlands. England checking in. Houston. The Bronx. Glad to see everybody saying hello. Almost 15,000 checked in right now. France maintaining a 1-point lead. Blocked! Michael Brown Jr., my goodness. And then at the other end, he drains the three-pointer. Boy, that's going to be on his highlight reel. Wow. Michael Brown making quite the impression. 10 points, 6 rebounds, 7 assists last night against Australia. Outside to Brown. Splash! Michael Brown! And it's a 5-point Team USA lead with 4.5 minutes to play first quarter. Stoko at the other end. Kentucky, Ohio, Atlanta checking in today. Hungary, North Carolina. As we expect, lots of folks checking in from the USA. Checking out their favorite future college or current college players. There were so many people from that were fans of Purdue on the game that I did yesterday for Israel and Switzerland. They all wanted to check out Omer Meyer in that game, and he had a pretty good game. First free throw good for J.J. Mandequit. Oh, and the Boiler up starting in the chat. Question from Daniel in the chat, is BYU a Final Four team next year? They could very well be. With Debansa coming in. Brandon McCoy is considering BYU. So Mark Owen Fodzodada to the free throw line. He had 15 points, 8 rebounds, 3 assists, and 2 steals against Cameroon. Got a BYU fan in the UK watching this game to check out Debansa. Now, I don't know if basketball is ever going to overtake football, or soccer, I guess we call it in the USA, but this truly is an international game that all you need is a ball and a ring nailed up somewhere. It doesn't take a lot to play. That's why soccer is such a popular sport worldwide. Get a ball, a couple of sticks for a goal, and you can play pretty much anywhere. Yep, Daniel Jacobson, a Purdue Boiler. Just over 3.5 minutes to play in this first quarter. Already a lot of great interaction on our live chat. More than 17,000 folks checked in right now. Strong drive into the lane for Koa Pete and one. Koa had 17 points, 10 boards, 2 assists, and 2 steals against Australia last night. He could be a contender for MVP in this event. Hey, Gary Hawkins. Thank you for becoming a FIBA YouTube member. Checking in from Serbia, Italy. Had a chance to visit Italy a couple years ago. Absolutely loved it there. Dubai is here as well. Chad makes the comment that this could be a preview of the finals. Well, it depends on how the brackets shake out, but when I looked at the schedule, I thought that as well. You know, Germany's going to be really strong as well, but we'll see how the quarterfinal brackets shake out and the seeds. Pete with the interception and fast break and foul for USA. And Rudy Nelom takes timeout. His team trails by 5, 17-12 with 3:08 to play, first quarter.
Since 1962, Warriors have fought for the crown, creating legends with every battle. Warriors turned into princes, princes into kings, and kings into heroes. Now, a new battle begins. Who will be crowned next?
USA leading France 17-12. Day 2 of play at the 2025 FIBA U19 World Cup. Folks checking in from South Africa, Johannesburg, William, Nate, and Axel. Interesting question in the chat. When was the last time USA lost a game in a Youth World Cup? Well, you just go back 2 years ago to this event. Team USA lost the bronze medal game to Turkey. They finished 4th in 2023, so they would have lost in the semis. Can't remember if that was to France or to Spain. I think it was Spain. I did both of those games. I think I would remember. But then lost in the bronze medal game to Turkey in 2023. France took silver in that event. They lost a thriller. I remember that game. They lost a thriller to Spain, 73-69 in overtime. Ethan Almansa for Spain. They had a lot of great players on that team. France had Zachary Rissache, Bryce Spencer checking in from Hilo, Hawaii, cheering for JJ Mandaquit and Team USA. Tony and Dr. Stasis, correct me, they did lose to France in the semis, did Team USA. Hey, thank you to Brian for becoming a FIBA YouTube member. If you're interested in becoming a FIBA YouTube member, sign up, unlock exclusive content, members only videos and photos, a dedicated Discord server, lots of other cool perks, 3 tiers to choose from, rookie, starter, or MVP. Become part of this ever expanding global basketball community. Question in the chat asking a non-basketball related question. Who I think is going to win the Super Bowl? Well, there's absolutely no question. It's going to be the Chicago Bears. Kind of like when Chris Berman years ago on ESPN used to predict the 49ers and Buffalo Bills in the Super Bowl every year at the beginning of every season. I'm going to pick the Bears this year as Mohamed Sankey scores. Caleb Williams is going to throw for about 8,300 yards, 70 or 75 touchdowns. Koa Pete strong in the paint. Jumper rattles out, rebound Tyron Stokes. Oh, the give underneath to Koa Pete. USA just so fluid, so athletic. We're trying to respond to as many comments as we can in the YouTube live stream chat, but they just come in so fast and furious. I can't keep track of them all. Trying to keep an eye on the game as well, of course. Yeah, Alex says future Louisville Cards. Michael Brown Jr. and Tyron Stokes looking sharp, and there's another three-pointer. That one was Caleb Holt, 17-year-old from Grayson High School. Did not score against Australia, but he's got a triple here. USA has doubled up France already, 28-14, with just over a minute to play. And now Jasper Johnson with the left-hand layup, playing at the University of Kentucky. Somebody watching in Albania. Hello, Neff. Tucson, Arizona. Sri Lanka. Just fabulous. Dave Mann says Koa Pete wants to win more than anyone on the court every time. I don't know about that, but he sure is a ferocious competitor. Is he big enough to be an elite power forward in the NBA? I don't know about power forward. He's kind of that tweener 3-4. Checking in from Mumbai, India. Close to 20,000 folks viewing on the live stream right now. So thanks so much for joining us, everybody. Wherever you're tuned in from around the world, my name is Craig Fada. Hope you've been enjoying this one so far. France took an early lead, but USA has roared back to take this 30-16 lead. With just about 30 seconds to play in this first frame. USA not only doing it offensively, but defensively as well. Already 3 blocked shots in this first quarter to go along with 3 steals. France has committed 7 turnovers, so the defense for USA making life miserable for France right now. Scooter checking in from St. George, Utah, cheering for AJ DeBansa. My daughter lived in St. George for a little while. Another Purdue fan in the chat. 3 on the way from Brown. Splash! Michael Brown! He's got 12 now, and the first quarter has been all USA. Sissoko. And they're going to call that a foul, and Brown a little slow to get up as he comes out on the jump shot. Goes up and goes down hard. That one may require a little ice in the hotel room tonight. Wigglesworth says, Purdue fans, there are dozens of us. I tell you what, there were hundreds, it seemed like, in the chat yesterday in that game between Switzerland and Israel, watching Omer Meyer playing for Team Israel. My goodness. So Johan Sissoko will take a pair of free throws, has not attempted a free throw yet in this event. Games already in the books today. Canada defeated Slovenia 82-63. Germany over China 90-66. New Zealand defeated Mali 73-50. Argentina held on to beat Serbia in a thriller, 71-66. Jordan forfeited its game against Israel. Switzerland held on to beat Dominican Republic. That one went down to the final minute as well. And the other game going on right now over at Cooley Arena. Australia leading Cameroon at halftime with the third quarter just about to start, 46-40. First quarter comes to a conclusion here with Team USA on top by the score of 33-17. As we look at the numbers, France 5 of 16 from the floor overall, 1 of 4 from the arc, 7 of 10 from the stripe. Team USA 11 of 17 from the floor, 5 of 7 from three-point range, 6 of 7 from the free throw line. France actually out-rebounding USA 11-8. For France, Telly Sulak 5 points, Johan Sissoko 5, Marco Nfazodada 5, Noah Kwaku Egg 1 point, and Mohamed Sanke with 2 as we watch the first quarter highlights. For Team USA, Koa Pete 6 points, JJ Mandequit 2, Caleb Holt 3, AJ DeBansa 2 points, Jasper Johnson 4, Mikel Brown Jr. 12 points already. Ron Stokes has 2 points, 2 boards, and that rounds out the scoring for USA. Boy, we're already over 1,700 likes on our broadcast. Appreciate all the engagement. I was hoping for 2,000 this game. We're going to blow way past that. Over 18,000 folks watching right now. A big thank you to Benjamin for becoming a FIBA YouTube member. We start the second quarter. Rebound by Mandequit. That's another guy whose game I really like is JJ Mandequit, as Noah Kwaku-Ig gets called for the foul. Mohamed Sanke back into the game for France. Follow-away three-pointer in the corner, no good. Rebounded by Soren Brock. Long two on the way from Fodzo Dada, no good. Offensive rebound. France gets to reset. Hey, if you have not already, check us out on Instagram and X, Facebook as well, at NextGenHoops. And when you share or comment, use the hashtag FIBA U19. And be sure to check out the official tournament website for live stats on this game, as well as every other game going on. Box scores from all the games. You can see all the same numbers that I'm seeing, shot charts and everything. See where I'm getting all of my numbers from. Also catch standings and rosters, and player profiles, pictures, videos, highlights, everything else you can think of on the official FIBA U19 World Cup website. And while you're there, pretty shot there by Pete. While you're on the official U19 World Cup website, go to the World Cup Game Predictor. We've got some bold predictions, a chance to win some great prizes. Jordan Smith in traffic draws the foul. FIBA YouTube member Brian checking in from Manchester in the UK.
Two shots for USA. Jordan Smith Jr.
Smith hits the first free throw. That's his first point of the game. Smith had 8 points, 4 rebounds, 2 assists, 5 steals, and 3 blocks against Australia. That's filling up the stat sheet. And he's just 17 years old. Playing his prep ball at St. Paul the 6th High School. Bansa in the corner, drives baseline. Besson tries to defend. And Bansa draws the foul.
Number 6, Thomas Basson, first personal foul, 14 for France.
Koa Pete mentioned in the chat saying he's so underrated. I don't know if he's underrated. The 2023 U.S. Basketball Male Player of the Year, 2025 McDonald's All-American, the national number 3 overall recruit, will play at the University of Arizona. I don't know you can call somebody like that underrated. Maybe understated. But I don't know about underrated. Back outside to Brock. He's hounded by Jordan Smith. Another blocked shot, that one by Pete. Triple by Lupadele misses. And Mandaquit gives it up in close. Shot blocked from behind by Jakite. But there is Morris Johnson Jr. Somebody watching from Sugandese, Africa, asking for a shout out. Glad you can be tuned in. BYU fans in South Carolina to watch AJ Bansa. Mandaquit. Beautiful spin move by Pete, and he draws the foul. Pete with that spin move left Jakite swiping at air. Got a viewer in Belarus. Second free throw, no good for Koa Pete. So he stays on 11 points. The lead is 15. Yeah, don't forget, Michael Brown went down hard after that. After he went up in the air on that shot fake, so he may still be trying to shake out some cobwebs. A viewer from Scottsdale, Arizona checking in. Question in the chat asking who my early prediction is to win the NCAA tournament next year. I would have to say the early odds-on favorite would be my alma mater, Illinois State University, out of the Missouri Valley Conference. Kidding, of course. I don't think my Redbirds have made the NCAA since 2000, or rather 1989, the year before I got there, as Morris Johnson goes up and stuffs that one after the beautiful drive and dish from Jordan Smith Jr., and Team USA rolling 41-24. 41-24 in favor of USA over France. 6:22 to play second quarter following the timeout by Rudy Nelom. Last two games of the day going on right now. The other one, Australia and Cameroon, in a close one. Australia leading that one 48-45 with 7:49 to play in the third quarter in Group D, along with USA and France. France yesterday defeated Cameroon 75-50, and USA took out Australia 88-73. All the teams will have tomorrow off. And then on Tuesday, we repeat the day one matchups. It's going to be France and Australia, and Cameroon against USA. Actually, we're not repeating the day one. A couple of the other groups are repeating, but not Group D. Another BYU fan in Ohio. A couple of Ohio fans, one in Athens. To check out AJ DeBansa. Way up there to Thomas Pastong. My goodness. Thomas skied. Didn't get the ferocious dunk, but an athletic play. My goodness. France showing a little bit of life here as Johan Sissoko scores. Lead cut down to 12. Got another Illinois State alum in the chat. Thanks for checking in. Go Redbirds. (42-28). USA leading France, 5:34 to play second quarter. Thanks so much for joining us, everybody. Hope you're having a good time. Watching some, no doubt, future NBA players for Team USA. A lot of folks checking in. Fans of their favorite college, watching their college players or future college players. Also Dada giving it up, and now here's Sissoko. Shot clock at 5, into the corner from Upadele. He drives, throws up the circus shot, won't go, but he draws the foul. Hey, we are up over 2,000 likes on this game. Appreciate all the engagement, everybody. If you have not already, we've got more than 19,000 people tuned in right now. Go ahead and hit that thumbs up button on our YouTube live stream. Love to try to get past 5,000 likes for this game. That means we should get to 2,500 by halftime. We've still got a little over half the second quarter to go, so just 10% of you hit that thumbs up button. We'll hit that goal. And then some. I'm not so good with the math, but USA gets back on defense. The three-pointer missed. But Jasper Johnson, the rebound. Here's DeBansa into the paint, bumped, loses it. And that's going to be France ball. BYU fan from Dixon, Illinois, Ronald Reagan's hometown. Yeah, that's just up the road for me here. Matthew knows my struggle. Never been good with the math. I'm in broadcasting. Question in the chat, is every team going to play twice against the other teams in their group? Yes. And every team actually qualifies for the quarterfinals. So there is no elimination heading into essentially the elimination phase, the quarterfinals. Question in the chat, India is not in this competition. Canada, Slovenia, Germany, China, New Zealand, Mali, Serbia, Argentina, Israel, Jordan, Dominican Republic, Switzerland, Australia, Cameroon, USA, and France. Second free throw falls in for DeBansa. The lead is 14. Sissoko steps back from the top of the key, and Asson just about loses it. Shot clock inside 5 now. Great defense by Brown. Count that bucket. It gets popped back up through the cylinder. And credit the bucket for Kenny Vado. Favorite game I've ever commentated? Man. I don't know. I've been part of lots of great games. Go back all the way to the very first tournament I did. I believe it was the gold medal game in the 2015 Caribbean Basketball Confederation Championship game on the women's side. That was a thriller. The minor league pro team that I worked for in the USA, not only was I the team's broadcaster, but I was also the team's director of operations and communications, so it had a lot to do with the building of that team and running it, and won back-to-back championships. Those were thrillers to call. Had some great games in the BCL Americas tournaments the last couple of years. that's a turnover by France. Marco and Alfonso Dada could not get his mitts on the rock. Got another viewer becoming a FIBA YouTube member. Thanks so much. If you are interested in the FIBA YouTube membership, when you become a member, as France gets a breakaway dunk here, Marco and Fabio Dada, after that turnover, makes a good play there. But being a FIBA YouTube member will get you access to some exclusive content, videos and photos, a dedicated Discord server, lots of other great perks, 3 membership tiers to choose from, rookie, starter, or MVP. Become part of the growing FIBA YouTube community. And that's going to be a charge. Great job anticipating the pass, and then Pete with a great job anticipating where the defender was going to take it, right down Main Street, and drawing the charge. That three-pointer missed by Jasper Johnson, but the putback is good. Had some predictions before the start of this one. And if you have predictions on this game or any others, go play the U19 World Cup Game Predictor on the official tournament website for a chance to win some great prizes. Lead cut down to 10. Minute and a half to play, and the pass intercepted by Jasper Johnson, and finally controlled. Here comes Mikel Brown into the corner. Back inside, and an easy bucket there for Koa Pete. He's got 15 now. I beg your pardon, 13. And the lead back to 12. Dada will go to the free throw line. 5 of 6 from the stripe tonight. First one straight through. Had a request in the chat to not reveal the final score of the Australia-Cameroon game because they're going to watch it after this one. But currently, Australia leading 61-52 with 35 seconds to play in that third quarter. Yeah, Timeo Pons into the game now for France. All watching in Albania. Happy birthday to Raphael. Nearly 21,000 people checked in now. We're over 2,500 likes on this game. We are on pace to hit that 5,000 mark. Pete. Loses the handle.
Number 10, Jordan Smith Jr.
18.8 to play in this second quarter. Question in the chat about when the quarterfinal rounds begin. You can head to the tournament website for all that information, full schedules, brackets, everything.
Substitution, France.
6.7 to play as France has cut this lead back down to 9.
Number 22.
Got a BYU fan checking in from Dubai. Lots of BYU fans checking out AJ DeBanza in this game. One of the comments in the chat says, tell Tommy to put Jacobson in, Daniel Jacobson. Well, I'm not actually in the arena, so I can't just walk down and say, hey, Tommy. Some folks want to see Daniel Jacobson in there. He started last night. And the three from the corner, splashed by J.J. Vandequit as the second quarter comes to an end. I just noticed Mikel Brown has a bandage over his eye. Probably the result of that hard fall that he took trying to block that three-point attempt. So we go to half with USA on top by the score of 50-38. France 14 of 33 from the floor, 1 of 8 from three-point range, 9 of 14 from the free throw line. USA 17 of 30 overall, 57%, 6 of 11 from the arc, 10 of 17 from the free throw line. As we look at first half highlights, France out rebounding USA 22-16. USA with 12 turnovers in that first half. They got to button that up, but fortunately for USA, France with 14 turnovers. For France, Jafet Mupadele 1 point, Ali Sulhak with 5, Johan Sissoko 9 points, Marco Alfonso Dada with 10, Mohamed Yakite 2, Thomas Basson 4, Noah Kwaku Ig with 1, Soren Brock with 2, and Mohamed Sanke with 4. For Team USA, Koa Pete 13, JJ Mandequit 5, Caleb Holt 3, AJ DeBanza 5, Jasper Johnson 4, Mikel Brown Jr. 12, Jordan Smith Jr. 3, Ron Stokes 3, and Morris Johnson 2.
Since
Back in a moment
1962,
with the second half.
Warriors have fought for the crown, creating legends with every battle. Warriors turned into princes, princes into kings, and kings into heroes. Now, a new battle begins. Who will be crowned next?
Get your tickets now. Get your tickets now.
And there is a thunderous dunk. Kubian has to put it up, and he does. He makes it. Watch out. Can you believe it? And he nails a deep triple.
Big time play, beautiful pass.
Well deserved, and the white and light blue confetti stream. Incredible! You can't make it up! In my house!
I'ma take one for the team. You know I'm living a dream. You know I'm living a dream. They put me up in the ring. I'ma take one for the team. You know I'm living a dream. You know I'm living a dream. Yeah.
Get your tickets at more.com.
For every fan in the stands, for every player on the court, every dunk, every block, for every moment, there's a legacy to be left behind. It all starts here.
What a night of basketball ahead of us, folks. This is what it's all about. It's been all about thriving under pressure. You have to prove that you can finish. Barcelona driving in, edge of the lane, and it up the bonus! What a rejection! It is undeniable. They win the FIBA Eurobasket title.
I'ma take one for the team. You know I'm living a dream. You know I'm living a dream. They put me up in the ring. I'ma take one for the team. You know I'm living a dream. You know I'm living a dream. Yeah.
Get your tickets now.
Welcome back to Lausanne Arena in Lausanne, Switzerland. Day 2 of play at the 2025 FIBA U19 World Cup. One of the last 2 games of the day. Team USA leading France 50-38. The other game going on right now. Cameroon has taken the lead over Australia 73-71, 3:28 to play in that one. Other finals today. Canada defeated Slovenia 82-63. Germany over China 90-66. New Zealand defeated Mali 73-50. Argentina beat Serbia, a thriller, 71-66. Jordan forfeited its game against Israel. Switzerland beat the Dominican Republic 80-76. That was a fun game to do. Thanks so much for joining us, everyone. My name's Craig Feta. Hope you've been enjoying this one. Everybody's having a good time in the chat. Have a little side action going if we can get to 10,000 likes on this game. And France opens up the second half with a triple to get it to within 9. That three-pointer rattles in. My goodness. AJ DeBansa. Wow. Smiley wants to see Nick Hamenia get in there. 18-year-old will be playing at Duke. Oh, my! Noah Kwaku Egg goes up and thunders it home with the right hand. Nick Hamenia, I think didn't he just win the 3x3 MVP? Hamenia hasn't played in this game yet, nor has Brandon McCoy for USA. Let's see if they get in here. Pons. The baseline, now out to Sankey. Shot clock winding down, back to Sankey. 15, that's good. Hill Brown answers from the other end. Sankey giving it up. Back to Ponce, and now Sissoko. Sissoko spinning, giving it up to Kwaku Egg. Did not come up with the poster dunk that time. And a travel before the dunk. Jordan Smith Jr., let's take a look at the steps here. 1, 2, 3, yep. Don't say one of those was a gather or anything like that. That was a clear travel. Maybe they don't call that in the NBA, but that was a travel. Hey, we're up to almost 3,000 likes now. Go ahead and hit that thumbs up button on our YouTube live stream. Goal for this game was 5,000. Side action if we hit 10 as Neil Ponce hits the 3 ball. Glad everybody's having such a good time engaging in the YouTube chat. You can become a FIBA YouTube member, unlock exclusive content, videos, pictures, dedicated Discord server, lots of other cool stuff as well. 3 tiers to choose from. Rookie, starter, or MVP. Should have a GOAT tier as well. Maybe that just means you get to run the website. And expressing frustration there, Marco and Fadzo Dada after losing it. got any predictions for the rest of the tournament, go play the U19 World Cup game predictor on the official tournament website. The action, fast and furious, end to end. France hanging around, trailing by just 9. Pretty turnaround there by Koa Pete. So smooth. Can't wait to see what he does as an Arizona Wildcat in the coming years, or just a year. And the foul with 1.9 left on the shot clock. That's going to be on Jordan Smith Jr. Some questions about Jordan in the chat. Not entirely certain. We would assume they forfeited the game against Israel for political reasons. Did not get anything more than the fact that they were not going to play against Israel. Don't know if that means they've withdrawn from the remainder of the tournament. As of right now, they are scheduled to play Tuesday against Dominican Republic. Another question in the chat, why is Brandon McCoy not playing? Not sure. He didn't play much last night against Australia either, just 119. Don't know if he's nursing injury or illness. Brandon McCoy was one of those players that won the 2023 FIBA America's U16 gold medal. Won the 2024 U17 World Cup gold. National overall number 2 or 3 recruit, depending on who you talk to, and AJ Defensa showing why he is so highly regarded. Brandon McCoy with offers from 21 schools, including a bunch of schools that guys on this team were going to. Washington, Michigan, BYU, Duke, Kentucky. So we will see if we can find anything out more about Brandon McCoy not playing much in this event. Foul called on Koa Pete, his second. Coming up on 5 minutes to play in this third quarter. Over 3,000 likes on our broadcast now. Thank you so much. And an offensive foul against Koa Pete there. That'll be his third. So Daniel Jacobson coming into the game now. just wondering if some of these rotations for Tommy Lloyd, he's just kind of experimenting as Daniel Jacobson blocks that shot. Preston says, when I make it big one day, to remember all of the fans here. I don't think I'm going to be on ESPN or anything like that anytime soon. I'm more toward the end of my broadcast life than the beginning. But I certainly would remember you. 3 from the corner, good by Timeo Pons. Count the bucket. Wow. Mikel Brown. That's a good call on the block as, yeah, Pons absolutely was not set. So Mikel Brown trying to complete the three-point play to get the lead back to 15. Into the corner for Pons for 3. Splash again, Timeo Pons. He loves that area. Banza has his shot blocked, but a foul call. 35 seconds to play left between Cameroon and Australia. Cameroon with a 5-point lead, 81-76. Marco and Fodzo Dada still leading the way for France, 13 points. Leading rebounder for France, Jafet Mupadele with 5. Mikel Brown now with 20 points for Team USA. Gabanza now 13, Koa Pete 15. 3 players with 3 rebounds apiece for USA. Morris Johnson Jr., Tyron Stokes, and AJ Gabanza. JJ Mandaquit and Mikel Brown Jr., each with 3 assists. Morris Johnson leading with 2 blocked shots for USA, and the lead is 14. I haven't spoiled the game yet. Somebody wanted to not know the outcome of the Cameroon-Australia game. I was updating with 35 seconds left. There's only a 5-point spread. But when that game goes final, before I say the final score, I will let you know so that whoever wants to tune out momentarily, or at least mute the sound, they can do that. Oh, beautiful Sturkis layup. The reverse by Tale Sulak, the captain. A little spin on the ball and spins it in off the glass. Long 3 on the way. Splash! Mikel Brown! Preston says, can we get a bang on the next 3-pointer? I said that in the game yesterday. I was using bang before I ever heard Mike Breen using it, so I stopped using bang. Every once in a while it'll slip out, but I don't want to be accused of ripping it off from Mike Breen, even though I was using it before I ever heard him use it. Now Brock misses the 3-pointer. My dad texted me and said, you should say bingo on a 3-point call. And I said, yeah, that's a hard no. Mandaquit to Gabanza, 5 on the shot clock. AJ in a tough position, steps back from 15 and draws the foul. So 1.1 to play in the third. I appreciate that, Zay. Says the North remembers, Craig. You started bang. .49 to play in the third. Sorry, that was, they had the graphic up for the shot clock still, so. So here's the thing. Y'all are asking me to say this particular name or phrase in the chat. And I get there's certain things that, 12-year-old boys might find funny. And I've been trying to find out what that means, any kind of slang or something, and I can't. So I don't know if it's a curse word in a foreign language, so that's why I'm not saying that. People try to get me to do that on these broadcasts. They say somebody's name in a foreign country, and when you say that, it actually turns out to be an insult or a curse word or something. So unless I'm pretty clear about what I'm going to say, I'm not going to say it. Ben Rosenberg asking for a shout out. He's asked a few times, so hello, Ben. Thanks for watching. Question in the chat if any of the French players are playing in the NCAA. Thomas Basson with Florida State. Mandaquit. Dada goes down, no call. 3 on the way. That's good. Nick Amenia. And a foul by Mandaquit. Inadvertently with that arm. Caught Fadzo Dada in the grill. Okay, that's fair. I'll say nephew. How about that? Happy birthday, nephew. Oh, sorry. This chat is just cracking me up. 16 seconds to play in this third quarter. USA leading by 17, 70-67. So Michael Brown to the free throw line as Marco and Fadzo Dada gets whistled for the tee. Hello to Indiana. Hello to our viewer in Ukraine. If you have not already, drop us a note where you're watching from. Got another viewer in Austria. That's a country I would love to see. Michael Brown tried throwing the alley-oop, but hit the rim there. I don't think that would have counted had that gone in at the buzzer. But at the end of 3 quarters, USA 78, France 60. France 45% from the floor. USA now a sparkling 63.4%. USA not really chucking up a lot of threes. Neither is France. Just 15 for France. They're 5 of 15 through 3 quarters. USA 10 of 60. A little more old school basketball. Leading the way for USA, Michael Brown, 24 points. And for France, Marco and Fadzo Dada with 14. As we look at 3rd quarter highlights, Koa Pete has 15 for USA. AJ DeBanza, 16 points and 4 rebounds. JD Mandaquit, 5 points, 4 assists. Johan Sissoko has 9 points for France. Timeo Ponce also with 9. One more quarter to go. We are back live from Lausanne in just a moment. Day 2 of the 2025 FIBA U19 World Cup. 3 quarters of the way through this one, USA and France. USA leading by 18. How about this? Australia and Cameroon in overtime. So Australia made up that 5-point deficit with 35 seconds to play. Cameroon leading with 3:36 to play in OT, 85-83. Oh, Mark Owen, Fadzo Dada with some thievery there, followed by the 2-hand jam. And Mandaquit pushes Fadzo Dada after Fadzo Dada did not get the foul call on that dunk. On the lob inside to Jacobson. Nice floating pass from Mandaquit to Jacobson. Appreciate you tuning in wherever you're watching from around the world. My name is Craig Feda. Having some fun in the YouTube live stream chat. Viewers checking in now from Toronto. Albany, New York. And if you have not already, go ahead and hit that like button on our broadcast. Pass stolen by Brown. On the alley-oop. Oh, alley-oop to Jordan Smith Jr. Jumps up into the rafters and throws that one down. Viewers in Ghana, and Germany, and Switzerland, Tucson, Arizona. We've still got close to 20,000 tuned in right now. We're at 3,300 plus likes in this game. We're hoping for 5,000. I think we can still get there. We can get just half, not half, 10% of our viewers right now to hit that thumbs up button. We will go well past the 5,000 mark as Daniel Jacobson goes up and stuffs it with two hands. Will he perhaps inherit the mantle from Zach Edey from Purdue? Three from the corner missed by Fadzo Dada. St. Paul, Minnesota checking in. Daniel Jacobson, another rebound. Jordan Smith taking it the whole way himself, but here come the troops. So he's got to back it out. Three on the way, rings out. Jacobson the rebound, puts it up and in. How about Daniel Jacobson? Don't forget, these teams will be off tomorrow. Full slate of games on Tuesday. Question in the chat. We'll answer in just a moment.
You know I'm living a dream. They put me up in a ring. I'ma take one for the team. You know I'm living a dream. You know I'm living a dream. Yeah.
Get your tickets now.
Question in the chat before we went to break, asking where Hill Brown will be playing. I've got that he's committed to Louisville. Jeremy asks when I'm coming to Provo to cover AJ Debansa. I probably won't be, although I might come to Provo to visit my stepdaughters, live in Provo right now, and my stepson-in-law. So maybe a trip to Provo in the future, but probably not to cover AJ Debansa. I don't really cover college basketball. Most of what I do is in the Americas for FIBA. I appreciate the invite. Hamid Sankey misses from in close. Yo from Long Island, New York. Thanks so much for checking in. Another Purdue fan, big spaces. I appreciate that, Tony. Seven and a half minutes to play. And some tussling under the bucket between Daniel Jacobson and Timeo Ponce. Yeah, Jason says Purdue is big man U. You're not wrong. No, Cooper Flagg is not playing in this game. Drafted this past week by the Mavs. Had a chance to see him a couple of years ago in the U17. Mexico checking in, looking at their new Lobo, Timeo Ponce. Yeah, we're up over 3,500 likes now. I think we can get to 5,000. Still plenty of time. Tough move inside by Mohamed Sankey. You know who he reminds me of if you follow European basketball at all? He reminds me a little of Kevin Tumba from Belgium. Let's check in with Cameroon and Australia. That game is currently stopped. Not clear why. Cameroon leading 91-88 in overtime. Not clear why that game has been paused. Don't know if there's an injury or what's going on there, but they are paused with 47 seconds to play in overtime, and Cameroon with a 91-88 lead. Again, everybody's off tomorrow. Full slate of games Tuesday. It's going to be Argentina and Mali at Cooley Arena. Serbia, New Zealand back here at Lausanne. China and Slovenia at Cooley. Germany and Canada. That should be a good one at Lausanne. Cameroon will take on USA again as there. It's Mohamed Sanke. It's going to be Australia and France at Cooley. Jordan and Dominican Republic, and then the last game Tuesday will be between Switzerland and Israel. Zach and Robbie watching in Fort Wayne, Indiana. Hello to Georgia. King Jeffy Van wants a shout out. Shout out to Laguna Beach. Somebody asking me in the chat if I have X or Twitter. I have an old Twitter account somewhere. Couldn't even tell you how I could get into it right now. Oh my, Armenia has a shot blocked. Running Project said there was a review, so that makes sense. Yeah. I'm not watching that game in the live stream. I don't want it to interfere with the live stream of my game. First free throw too strong for Morris Johnson. Morris Johnson, as we said earlier, will be playing this coming year at Michigan after playing for Illinois this past year. Red is asking for a shout out to his bros Landon and Jason. Hondo in the Philippines. Over 3,600 likes so far. I don't know if we're going to get to 5,000. Certainly not getting to 10,000. So Armenia to the free throw line. He was 2 for 2 from the stripe against Australia and hits the first here. And we are tied again at 91 with 28 seconds to play in overtime between Australia and Cameroon. Kwaku Egg into the paint. He had an impressive dunk earlier. Three-pointer from the corner missed by Timeo Pons. That appears to be his favorite shot on the court, but he draws the foul.
For USA, number 11, Tyler Stokes on the court. 3 shots, France.
OG asks, is USA safe for the quarterfinals? I can say with 1,000,000% certainty that yes, USA will be in the quarterfinals, only because every team advances to the quarterfinals in this event. Jason asks if 5,000 likes is a good benchmark for a broadcast. Well, when you have a team like USA playing, yeah, we're trying to shoot for 5,000 likes. My game yesterday between Switzerland and Israel had 828 likes. Dominican Republic and Switzerland earlier today had over 1,300. So this is actually pretty good, but I was hoping for 5,000 on this game. Mandequit with the lob. Tyron Stokes flushes it with 2 hands. .352 to play. USA by 24, and France takes timeout. And we are going to double overtime between Australia and Cameroon. .97-73 here with 3:45 to play in the fourth quarter. Thanks so much for joining us wherever you're tuned in from around the world. A lot of folks tuning in across the USA, watching Team USA, of course, but a lot of college basketball fans checking out current players and recruits. A lot of BYU fans checking out AJ DeBansa. A lot of Louisville fans, Purdue fans. And again, we are in double overtime between Australia and Cameroon, tied at 91. Yeah, and Chad has it right in the chat. The group phase in this tournament, at least, nobody gets eliminated in the group phase. It's to set seedings for the quarters. So yeah, everybody advances into the quarterfinals. Question in the chat, AJ DeBansa has 16 points and 4 rebounds. Trying to get through as many questions and such as I can here. Yeah, somebody said I can't remember which player it was, did not commit. Oh, Tyron Stokes. Yeah, he hasn't committed to Louisville. He's got offers from 18 schools. Louisville is one of them. But yeah, he has not committed, at least as of 2 days ago. My next broadcast, this is actually my last broadcast for this tournament. We had a vacation pre-planned before I ever got the assignment for this tournament, and a steal. And bang! How about that? Caleb Holt. How's that, Sooner? You got a bang on a regular bucket. Hey, we're over 3,900 likes. Can we get 100 more? Still 17,000 plus checked in. Got a viewer in Willemstad, Curacao. That was a beautiful city. I appreciate that, Dr. Stasis, that I should be doing the gold medal game. Unfortunately, I will not be in town. I will be away from my home studio. So I've done the gold medal game in this tournament a couple times, the U17, FIBA Americas, done lots of gold medal games. It's not going to be on it this year. I think I'm doing the semis in the women's event after this and the bronze medal game. I don't have the gold medal game for that tournament. 2:20 to play. Hey, we hit 4,000 likes. Thank you so much, everybody. My next broadcast is going to be in the women's tournament. Oh, there for the follow, Brandon McCoy with the tip dunk. Dr. Pepper with some trash talk. He says Koa Pete's going to get blown up by Depansa in the Big 12. Ooh. Oh, another alley-oop attempt. It did not go. Question about the expanding of the NCAA field. I don't know. I would just let everybody in. I mean, the conference tournaments are basically all play-ins anyway, so that's essentially the start of the NCAA tournament. So essentially everybody, almost everybody, is eligible depending on who gets to participate in a conference tournament. Some conferences may still have, you know, if you have 10 teams, you only take the top 8 or something along those lines, but it's almost like the U.S. Open in golf. Everybody's got a chance. Coming up on 1 minute to play from the corner, Caleb Holt. Bingo! .106.74 now. Let's check in very quickly. As Australia now with the lead over Cameroon, 94-91, 3:01 to play in overtime number 2. Yes, Andrew, that bingo was for my dad. Yeah, he wanted me to call bingo on a three-point shot. Inside of a minute to play, USA will cruise comfortably to this one as Brandon McCoy goes up with another dunk. Doesn't look like anything's wrong with him. And again, this just might be a situation where Tommy Lloyd is trying to figure out rotations, giving guys limited minutes the first couple of games and then working them more in the next 2 games. McCoy not be entirely 100%. McCoy, 17 years old, going to St. John Bosco High School. I think I would agree with the comment in the chat that this one will not go to double overtime. Australia now by 5, 96-91 in overtime number 2 against Cameroon in Group D. Broski says Michael Brown Jr., the MVP of this game. Yeah, 24 points, 4 assists. Hard to argue with that. Koa Pete, 17 points, 3 rebounds, but he does have 7 turnovers. 2 blocks and 2 steals, though. If you just go by pure efficiency, Michael Brown, definitely MVP. He's got a plus 25 on the efficiency. Andrew, I don't have the broadcast schedule in front of me. I don't know who's doing the rest of the USA games. And this one will go final. USA with the big 108-77 win over France. And USA moves to 2-0 on the 2025 FIBA U19 World Cup. France falls to 1-1. Both teams off tomorrow. USA will take on Cameroon on Tuesday. France will take on Australia. Run down the final numbers on this one. France 27 of 67 overall. 40%. 5 of 17 from the arc, 18 of 29 from three-point range. USA 38 of 59 for 64% overall. 11 of 20 from three-point range, 21 of 30 from the free throw line. France actually out-rebounded USA 37-31, including 24-13 on the offensive glass. I guess when you miss a lot more shots, you're going to get more offensive rebounds. 12 turnovers. Beg your pardon, 22 turnovers for USA, 25 for France. Individually for France, Jafet Bupadele 1 point, Ali Sulak 12 and 4 rebounds. Johan Sissoko 11 points. Marco Enfonso Dada with 17 points. Mohamed Jakite with 2. Thomas Basson with 4. Noah Kwaku Egg with 6. Soren Brock 2. Brock also had 5 rebounds and 4 assists. Timeo Pons 12 points. Mohamed Sanke 10. For Team USA, Koa Pete 17 points, 3 rebounds, 1 assist, 2 steals, 2 blocks. JJ Mandaquit 7 points, 7 assists. As we roll the highlights from this game, Caleb Holt had 10. AJ DeBanza 16 points, 4 boards. Jasper Johnson 4 points. Michael Brown Jr. 24 points on 8 of 11 shooting. He was 6 of 9 from three-point range. He also had 4 assists. Jordan Smith Jr. 7 points. Teron Stokes 5 and 4 rebounds. Brandon McCoy 4. Morris Johnson Jr. 3 points. Nick Hamenia 5 points. Daniel Jacobson had 6 points and 4 boards. USA blocked 8 shots in that game and had 12 steals. So good defense by Team USA. Over 4,200 likes on this broadcast. Thanks so much for all the engagement, everybody. Had a great time. Hope you enjoy the rest of this tournament. One last check-in with Australia and Cameroon. 2 minutes to play. Australia up 96-93. For everybody at FIBA and the great production crew, my name is Craig Feta saying thanks for watching and so long for now.